WWE Monday Night Raw post show. Got Stan with me, got Spook with me, man. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and catch us wherever you get your audio podcasts, iHeart, Spotify, Apple Podcasts as well. Just type in Wrestle for the number four real, Wrestle for real. We'll pop right up, and we appreciate the support we've been getting. But we're gonna get right into this post elimination chamber, WWE Monday Night Raw, or we can I mean, since everybody kind of seen the chamber, man, the chamber only had four matches. I think two of the singles and then the two big boys. So Rhea Ripley got a win. She's the number one contender for Jade Cargill. Um what you thought about Rhea winning, Spook, man? What you thought about that one? Her and Jade, man, clashing at WrestleMania.
I mean, that's something new. I mean, I would have rather somebody else than Rhea, getting that victory. But she lucked out and got the W. I mean, we'll see, man. Jade is a good, good opponent. You know what I'm saying? They both can go. You know what I'm saying? So just waiting to see what go happen on this one. Nothing major.
What you thought about that, Stan, man? You thought that was the right decision?
It's it was something. Like I thought they were gonna go the Tiffany Stratton direction, but then
Mm.
the on that SmackDown prior when Rhea and Io lost the tag team titles, I was like, well, Rhea's winning. Kind of confirmed it, and she took the
Mm.
pin. I mean, that match at WrestleMania, I don't know. I know they're trying to make it interesting right now, doing this whole like Twitter beef, and to get because it's just like the two characters can mesh on screen well and can cut good promos, but it's just like for them to get real heat, they had to go to social media because like if you think like Rhea's feud really not that interesting to me for some. Like I love her as a wrestler. She's an amazing wrestler,
Mm.
but like her feuds is just really not interesting. But since Jade is a bigger superstar, she can pull off, certain moves. Like the moves she's doing with Lash, she might be able to pull some stuff off like that. So it might be a good match. Hopefully they get some practice in together and stuff like that. But I'm excited to see what they're gonna cook up for WrestleMania.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be good. I don't think so, man.
Man,
I
I
I,
don't
I
know,
don't think
but
so.
granted, I know Lash is better than Jade, and the stuff she was doing when Rhea went against Lash in that tag match, like Rhea pulled off a her Karana, she did old school, just stuff she can't do with like Io and stuff she can't do with Oscar. Like it was great to see. So I'm like, man, I don't know, maybe, hopefully, they can like pull something. We'll see though. We'll see.
I think Jay gotta still be a little bit carried, or maybe a lot of carry through that one, or will have to be. And I think it's gonna take some away because she just not hasn't shown that she's at a certain level
Yeah.
at this particular point. She just has such a look that I think you just want her to be success. Like they just want her at the top. They want her relevant because she does have a look. She is a black woman. They don't really have any black female representation right now. So I think they really rooting for her, and she might just pull it off at WrestleMania. I wouldn't be surprised, but I just don't think it's gonna be that great of a match. And Rhea gets the big pop, so you got your superstar in there that the company is definitely and been behind for quite some time. So, but we also had AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. I think I pretty much concluded Becky was going to lose in this one here. It kind of just made sense for her to lose. But AJ Lee is now the new women's intercontinental champion. I think they went outside the ring a little bit to kind of cover up the match a little bit. Cover up what AJ may have not been able to quite do, and keeping up a little bit, man. What you thought about AJ Lee winning those, Stan? Just something they needed to shake it up, or
Yeah, it had to happen. I mean, it needed to happen. Like, um, I don't know if they, excuse me, I don't know if they run it back at WrestleMania or not, but it's
Mhm.
something that needed to happen because they wanted to get that title on. They wanted to have a title on AJ going into WrestleMania, and I mean Becky is kind of. I mean, she's done everything. She can still be relevant, and she can, in the midst of winning titles, she can still be you. Which I'm. It's crazy that I'm saying this. Like AJ is an up and coming talent, but she can be used to like push other women while still winning titles and stuff like that. So it's
Mhm.
good. Like Becky and Bailey are kind of in the same box for me. I feel like Bailey can still win titles and still push other women because they're great wrestlers, they're great characters, they can talk, they got charisma, they have everything, and they don't mind like putting over someone else. Like they don't mind it at all. Um so it's yeah, which is crazy because they're still in their prime to me. It's not like they're like in their 40s or nothing like that, but they're still in their prime and they don't mind doing that, which is great. So
Yeah, I think they're gonna run it back at WrestleMania, man. I think they just needed to spice something up with Becky. Now that Maxine's kind of pretty much out the picture, AJ Lee's
oh,
kind of
she
the only
way out the
person right.
picture.
Yeah, she's done out of there, so they're gonna kind of see, man. CM Punk picked up the victory over Finn Balor. I think we kind of, for the most part, it was gonna be kind of tough to have him lose or anything like that to Finn. What you think of what's gonna happen with Finn Balor? Spook, man, what you think is next for him, man? He had this match, kind of did the baby face ending in the match, the handshake. Has he got a chance? I mean, where is he going after this, man? He ain't back to the top.
Nah, man, he trying to find himself now, man. He trying to figure out, man, if he go, I guess stay with the Judgment Day, man, and really go on his own now, man. But I mean, he really don't have no direction at all, man. He had two opportunities for the big dance, and he lost both of them. So yeah, his career is going downhill right now, man. Unless they figure out a way to push him again.
What you think, Stan? You think he can get back to relevance, man, or what you think they had
Yeah,
on the cards?
he can. I'll wait to give my opinion later on in the show when we discuss Raw because I don't want to go too early.
Gotcha. We also had the revealing of a box and a coffin. Danhausen of AEW kept his name. I think that's not something you always expect to see, but he was able to keep his name. What was your initial reactions then when you seen him come out the box and come out the coffin
When I
and come
saw them
out? Well,
open
I
the
think
box,
women. Where did the women come from? Did they just come from like the side?
nah, they came from out. So the way they had the coffin, it was like opened up, and then they just come through the backs through gorillas. One of them was actually his wife. Actually, one of the dancers was actually his wife,
Oh,
which was kind of cool. But when I saw the coffin, I was like, "Oh man, it's Dan Housen!" Like when they opened the box and the coffin was there
okay.
before the song even started playing, I was like, "It's Dan Housen." And I was like, "Oh my goodness, he's probably gonna get booed. I don't know how this gonna go," because a lot of like WWE fans aren't like they only watch WWE. They don't watch the Indies. Some of them don't watch AEW, so they might not know who he is. And so it's just like he's probably gonna get booed, which he kind of did. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, because I was trying to explain to Ralph who he was, and he didn't know who I was talking about. I was like,
yeah, hey man, all I gotta say is
he was like who?
him, our Truth, and Miz gonna cook up the world's greatest comedy backstage, man. If they give me a
Yeah,
triple
I
threat with
mean,
them three, oh dog, what? Just give me
I've seen
that.
his name before. I never. I never really paid him any attention on AEW. I guess the times I watched, I just never really saw him. But I've always seen his name and like kind of a name that stands out. But so I was kind of underwhelmed by it, man. It didn't really move me at all, man. I was just like, and then I didn't really know what he looked like, so I didn't know he was that small. Like
Oh yeah.
his name to me is bigger than him. Like I'm more familiar with that name, and I couldn't even have told you whether he was a white guy, whether he was a big guy. Like I just knew that name. I never knew really what he looked like for some reason. So it just didn't matter. Like you said, the crowd was a little confused. He got some type of vampire thing going on. I think the booze started once they hit the lights. They kind of turned a little bit on it on the whole thing. It was just a very odd segment, and to put someone like that on the main roster right away was kind of like, oh, okay, all right. But did this feel like when they said, hey, we want to bring Danhausen in, we're just gonna fully allow Vince McMahon to produce his entire entrance into the WWE? Because that's what it felt like to me. It felt like the entire
No.
process was straight Vince.
Well, so like the character of Danhausen, the way he debuted and everything fit because he's
Mhm.
like his whole thing. It's like uh very spooky, very nice. So it's very odd. He's an odd character, and so it fits like the him being in him acting like he was in the box for like 2 weeks, like shipped straight from
Mhm.
AEW. It fits like how weird his character is, and as it progresses, you'll start to see like it's just like even what he did tonight. It's everything. That's him, man. I can't really explain it. That's just Danhausen scared. Like in the AEW and the Indies, that's when he started that character. It was meant to be like the very odd, like you almost hate it so much, but you're gonna keep watching. That's
Mm.
just him. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's yeah.
We gonna see.
That's
We
how
gonna
he got
see.
over. Honestly, in the Indies was that because he was small. He's small, but he can wrestle. But it's just like, bro, you need something, and it. He created that, and it stuck.
Yeah, he's gonna be a bit of an oddball. More on him in a minute. The winner of the men's elimination chamber happened to be Randy Orton after some interference from the Masked Man, which turned out to be Seth freaking Rollins, the Visionary, and Drew McIntyre. This one somehow that chamber door was just wide open towards the end of
Bruh.
it for some reason, but everybody was allowed to come in, and Seth took advantage of it first. Um, as much as I tried to avoid social media, I it was spoiled for me, so I couldn't have a genuine reaction to seeing Seth because I really didn't expect him to be there. I didn't expect him to be revealed there or anything like that. So I hate that. And it wasn't even Twitter; it was YouTube. No, it was Instagram where I saw that he had came and made an appearance. I was like, come on, man. Normally this is an X thing, and all of a sudden Instagram is showing results. I'm like, come on, man. So I didn't see the winner of the men's match, so I didn't know Randy had won until I watched it today. Um, which is I don't know if that's a bit of a surprise. You know, you were saying that there might Stan, you were saying there might be some type of triple threat fatal four way they cooking up. So I'm
I
not
don't
really
know,
sure which
man.
way they wanted to go
After
as
the
to
post
why
show, I
Randy
might
won.
change my mind on that.
I didn't even see the post show because I
Yeah, the
literally watched it and all came on.
Yeah, the post show. Because at first I was like, when Randy won, I was like, okay, they gonna do some kind of hijinks. Well, it's a fatal four way. But the post
Mhm.
show got me thinking crazy because Nick Aldis went right at uh Drew. They had to separate him. And Nick Aldis, when he came to WWE, he was just wrestling in NW. He was like the NWA champion. Like I used to watch him when they would have the filming at Georgia Tech, and I would go. And so, and he didn't like stop wrestling because he was hurt. He just got a big deal from WWE to go be a general manager. And so the man is still in shape. It ain't. It's not like Adam Pearce where he was older, got injured, stuff like that. And the post show, They were face to face, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm tired of Drew, so you're gonna face um Cody Rhodes for the title SmackDown next
Mhm.
Friday, which is this Friday coming up." And I'm like, man, if Drew loses that title to Cody, Randy Orton, yeah, the better story for WrestleMania. Drew and Nick Aldis is going to be a crazy match if they do that, if they pull that trigger. 'Cause, WrestleMania have like seven, 6, 7 matches both nights, so it's like 14, 12 matches we talking about. That could be one of them.
Mhm. Yeah, I didn't. I mean, so right now we got Randy and Drew, man. Who you had winning that chamber, Swoop?
Uh, I mean, nobody in particular. I mean, any
Oh,
one of the guys that really would have, won, I would have been good with. Well, except Logan Paul, but anybody else, I would have been great with.
Ah man, Logan Paul should have won, man. Break the
But
internet.
he did go off though. He did go off.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
three of them out of there, man. So he wasn't playing.
yeah, I'm so sick of this LA Knight treatment. Um, I
Oh
just
yeah,
don't
Hey,
understand
yeah,
this.
that was pretty
I'm
pretty
telling you,
hideous,
they hate
man.
him. He did something backstage. I
he
don't know
the
what
new
he
Sami
did.
Zayn, man.
Yeah,
But Sammy
he
always get his
messed.
shot though, and
Yo,
Sammy can get his hand on the
yeah,
belt,
Uh,
but LA can't.
man, LA Knight has got to be better at politics
But what did he
at
do
this
though?
point, man.
What could he possibly done? I
He
mean,
had to have done something, man. The way they treating this
if he
man.
did something like that, then they would have just took him off TV, right? Or they just want
Nah,
to humiliate
sometimes they
him.
want to punish you. Yeah, sometimes they want to punish you, man. Especially when the fans like you, but we don't like you. We can give the fans what they want and give us what we want at the same time. So here y'all go, but now we're gonna beat them, and we're gonna beat them and make them look regular pretty much every time. So I think that's kind of what's going on there with him, man, because it's just
So,
not making sense
so
to
is
look
he on?
at
Is he
Logan
officially on
Paul.
Raw or SmackDown?
No, he's a raw guy.
Oh, so
He's a
he
raw
was
guy.
drafted. Okay, okay. I mean, I
Yeah,
can't figure out what he
yeah,
possibly
yeah.
did, man. I mean, unless he just, he
I
just
don't know.
over just talking and. But who he would have pissed off though? Would it be Triple H or would it be someone higher ups or
It could have been any of them, man. Triple H, William Regal. It could have been Chris Parks. It could have been uh
what? William Regal
maybe
still got
something
to do
during
with
his
it?
negotiation with Nick Khan, huh?
What William Regal still got to do with it?
Well, he's one of the producers backstage.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
He a backstage guy.
okay, okay.
So, and probably someone with a lot of clout, Bruce Pritchard. He must have did something to somebody, man. Because even though it may not be his time, you don't have to make him look bad in the meantime. He just doesn't look really good out there. But I understood the story they were trying to get to with Logan Paul and Seth Rollins and that whole thing, that whole bit. But my goodness, man. I mean, LA Knight was just out there for decoration. He's like the little green stuff on the plate. Like, let's put some of this out here and call it gourmet. But we got a little bit of fallout from Elimination Chamber. Based on what we seen with Seth Rollins, the Vision came out, started to show what's left of the Vision. It's definitely not 2020. They got some rough eyesight right now. Austin Theory and Logan Paul with Paul Heyman. I'm sure when Paul Heyman had this in mind, he definitely didn't think he'd be with just Austin Theory and Logan Paul, who, by the way, were the last two people to join the Vision. So it's fitting that they are not injured because it's going almost in the exact order in which everyone joined the Vision. So um, may they may be up next. If history tells us anything, Logan Paul may be injured here pretty soon. Not something I'm hoping for, man. But if I was him, I'd just get out of there myself. But they kicked off the night. Austin Theory talking a little crazy, Logan Paul talking a little crazy, and Paul Heyman talking crazy. And then all of a sudden, a bunch of masked guys start showing up, drawing security from the ring, drawing Logan Paul from the ring, drawing Austin Theory from the ring. So I think it was three of them in total. And then a random one showed up at the entrance ramp who looked significantly bigger than everybody else, if I'm not mistaken. And which led to Seth Rollins being behind him, behind Paul Heyman, who was stuck in the ring. And it got physical, man. Caught Paul Heyman with the chair, and then hit him with the stomp. So I was just like, wow, okay, we getting physical, man. And Seth Rollins is getting physical. So I don't even know if this means he's cleared to compete or if he is just able to do that much. And they're kind of like he may be cleared in a little while, so start building this story of what he can do right now. But what you thought about this segment, Stan, man? The Vision and Seth Rollins is maybe back to some degree.
Yeah, nah, it was good. Paul Heyman, man, is just a great actor, bro. When he got all left alone in the room, everyone knew what was coming. You just didn't know how it was coming. And Seth's just a great Seth is just amazing. Like he's great. He like
Unsung heroes.
yeah, him and Paul can create like magic together, bro. It's amazing.
Yeah, Seth.
And then
Seth just
even all the little fake match, man, those were all his little dude like so couple months ago he was posting like all these like indie wrestlers on his Instagram. Two
mhm,
of those guys were like being posted on his Instagram as like followers of him, guys that he's like taking under his wing in the indies and like kind of showing them the ropes. So I
mhm.
guess a little bit of long term storytelling, if you say. Uh, but
Yeah, man. Seth is that guy, man. He doesn't get the credit at the very tippy top, like I feel like he should get, but I think he's right there with the few guys that are there. Roman, Cody, CM Punk. I think he's right there with them, and they're kind of there's like that class, and then there's Seth Rollins, and then there's like whoever else. Like, but he's by himself. Like I don't. He's like they're A plus, and he's just an A. So he's like
yeah,
right there, man. I don't know why I don't. He's just missing something or hasn't really crossed over and connected real well. But
So you say he better than
you know,
CM Punk? I mean, CM Punk is better than him.
I think just their level of where they at in the company. CM Punk is being presented bigger than him, so he's kind of getting those spots over Seth. Probably because he came before Seth, and he's just had it for longer. You know, he was there when Seth debuted in this arena 12 years ago. What did they say it was? So, he's just kind of getting that spot because of longevity. But Punk is a main eventer. He's a WrestleMania main eventer. I just think Seth Rollins shouldn't be left out of that as often as he has been, especially with two nights. You know, he should have been main event night two at some point by now. But
yeah.
he's the MVP man and always has been, man. Like, what was the main event the year him and Cody went at it? Do you remember what was night two main event that year?
Talking about
Was it
Seth and Cody.
no? Oh yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah. When
Roman. It
Cody
was
did
Roman.
came
It
back.
was Roman and Cody.
Yeah, Roman and Cody.
No, the year Cody came into WWE when he came back
Oh
and he fought
yeah,
Seth
they
Rollins.
fought at that was at I can't remember when. And they said it the
So
other
it
day
had
because
to.
whatever city they was at the other day, that's when it happened. Because they mentioned that. I don't think it was
I can't
Chicago.
remember who that main event was though. Was Roman
Y-
still going at it with Brock
Unless it
Lesnar
was,
or something?
yeah, probably Brock Lesnar.
I
I can't
can't
think of
remember.
anybody else that he been going
Because
against
it
besides
had
Brock
to have been
Lesnar.
right before Cody, because Cody got injured shortly after that, and I
Well,
think he
he
was
was
in the
injured in the
mix.
match. He was injured before that
Okay.
match, but they still had. Oh yeah, no, you talking about the not the debut match, but the second match when he was injured.
No, no, the debut match. The debut
Oh
match at
yeah, yeah,
WrestleMania. Yeah, I can't. I just can't remember what Roman did, but that type of match could have really main evented. They wouldn't have been able to put the star, the full engine behind it because it was a surprise. But Seth has had some opportunities to main event. I thought he stole the show when him and Paul Heyman walked out of there. He had the tag team match with The Rock. These were all WrestleMania 2 worthy main event. I mean, night 2 worthy, to really close out the show. So Seth is that guy, man. He's definitely one of my favorites, man. So um, he just goes out there and performs. They didn't mention him being cleared, so we're not really sure. Adam Pearce has said he wants to talk to him, have a conversation, something like that, kind of see where they go from there. Um, but after this whole segment, we had our first match of the evening, which we was trying to figure out when Gunther and Dragon Lee was going to do it, and it was on Monday Night Raw. I'm assuming they advertised it, but I wasn't paying attention to any of the accounts at that time. So, but this is what we got. Dragon Lee attacked him, tried to get the head start because he know how that boy going to do. You already know. You got to jump on him early and keep him down. But Dragon Lee wasn't able to keep him down. He wasn't able to quite do it. Whew. I feared that once AJ Styles got out of there, Dragon Lee's flame would start burning out. Now he's had this run with Gunther. He's been fighting him and hitting him from behind, and every time Gunther just beats him up and walks off. It doesn't really look like it's that hard to do. It doesn't look challenging at all. He just kind of beats him up. Um, Dragon Lee got in some offense tonight. It went a little longer than normal, but it ended with him being laid out and Gunther walking out. So I'm not sure what happens with Dragon Lee, man. Spook, what you thought about this one, man?
I mean, I'm a big fan of Gunther, man. He gave Dragon Lee a couple of chances to look good and in the match, but we knew overall, man,
Mm-hmm.
Gunther would go take it home, man, and walk on out of there. So, uh, he knocking, he kicking butt and taking names, man, right now. So,
Mm-hmm. So, Stan, how much faith do you have in Dragon Lee right now, getting back to something important?
Before WrestleMania, probably not. But after WrestleMania, because that Triple H is still high on this guy. So
Yeah,
if
I can
if
see that.
Triple
I can
H
see
high
that.
on you, that's all that matters. Like, so he gonna find a way to get you there, and we just gonna have to suck it up and deal with it. Because I mean, he a great wrestler, and so hopefully they can find a way to. But that, I mean, they gonna yeah, he gonna get pushed.
Well, they got 7 weeks, and he might. I mean, we haven't even seen what are they doing with Gunther yet. We haven't. They kind of been in the wind with him, they've been keeping both of them pretty busy, Dragon Lee and Gunther with each other. But we know Gunther's going to break off and have a major program at WrestleMania. We just can't really see that for Dragon Lee right now,
well, Dragon Lee will
barring
still be in
anything.
WrestleMania. Don't they have that big match like the what's that, the
The
Andre the
Battle
Giant,
Royal.
or yeah, or something like that? He'll probably be in that.
Yeah, will they even air that match anymore? It's been coming on SmackDown for like the last year or so.
Oh, never mind. Then I'm
I
sorry. I
think it's
tried
been on
to.
SmackDown, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, you just killed the man.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
yeah, man. I
and
don't think they've been
WrestleMania.
airing that. Yeah, they ain't been airing that. So yeah, that's like a pre-show on the night before
Well, I
because they
mean,
don't
hopefully,
even do the pre-show.
I guess it'd be on the couch chilling.
Yeah, man, Dragon Lee, man. Watch it like everybody else, man. Watch it like everybody else, man. They may not have none. They only got 5 to 7 matches. You're gonna have to get in on a triple, quadruple tag team match or something, man. He's gonna have to find his way there, but it's gonna be tough. We see the field kind of rounding out. We got our two big champions on the men's side, two big
Yeah.
champions on the women's side. So you already got a 4 piece, and that doesn't even include Gunther and Brock Lesnar. If they're not fighting each other, that's 6 matches. If they are, it's still 5 matches. So
Yeah,
you got you
that's
got some of that going
that's a good one.
on. Yeah, so poor Dragon Lee, man. He's got to figure out something, man. Um, we had some interesting stuff with Asuka and Kyrie saying backstage before AJ Lee interrupted before she came out to do her promo. Um, I'm kind of just they're not doing the Asian ladies any favors, man. I don't know what they need to do. They need to go back to the drum bowl with them, man. Um, there was a segment right around this time, if I'm not mistaken, with Rhea Ripley and Kyrie. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, and I look, I hate to say it, but there was a moment where I was not sure if Rhea and Io was about to kiss or something. Like she was uncomfortably close to her face, and she had her cheek. She had her cheek like I was like, what are they doing? Like these are supposed to be wrestlers that can hurt people, and Io just kind of I didn't know if she was gonna kiss her. I didn't know if she was gonna turn on her. I just thought something was gonna happen. I'm like, what are they doing right now? Io keeps just looking like this baby compared to Rhea Ripley. They're not making her look like a threat. Kyrie Sane is yelling crazy and almost scared of Oscar seemingly. I'm just confused by what they're doing with them, man. They're just all over the place. I don't know what they can do with these ladies, but none of them is looking like a real threat right now. Oscar's just angry, Kyrie's scared, and Io is just like Rhea Ripley's baby. So I don't know what's going on here, man. But what you think about the
I
innocent
liked it.
lady?
I liked it.
Which part?
The whole thing with them just being interacting so closely, so closely. I liked it.
Oh, okay. I mean, at least you saw it. I thought I didn't know if I was the only one that noticed
Yeah, I
how
liked
close they were in that segment. It was uncomfortable. I was waiting for something to happen. Um, but
it. I wasn't.
unfortunately, it was a strange thing, man. Stan, did you feel any? Did it feel strange, or did you not? Was you unfazed by that moment? Like, did you think something would happen? It just looked normal to you?
No, I ain't thinking anything was gonna happen.
Man, see stuff we don't see, man. You see the things we don't see, man. I, I I guess you've resolved yourself to Rhea and Io's relationship, and I'm still fighting. Like, why does Io look so much like I don't want to say the weaker person or something like that. I'm just like, what is this? She was just the champion at last year's WrestleMania,
No,
and they show her backstage jumping into the arms of Triple H. They show her now in the arms of Rhea Ripley. What's going on with Io, man? What's
I don't
happening?
think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna turn her. Uh,
Mm-mm,
I feel like Kyrie is gonna snap on Oscar,
mm,
and then both of them will like be like, "Oh yeah, we gonna beat on Oscar for a good little while,"
mm.
because that's coming, man.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that.
That's coming.
I can
So
see
they need EO as a face for when that moment happens. Granted, if this was NXT and that happened, Shawn Michaels
that.
would have EO throwing Rhea into the barricade right right after the hug.
The
So
very
I mean,
gentle hug.
yeah,
Mm.
just like how Zarya turned on. It's just like Triple H. I not Triple H. Shawn Michaels always does callbacks to his own career, and so like
Mm.
how he turned on his first tag team partner. That's how all his people turn, and so it would be like something similar to that.
Yeah, it's. I'm
Yeah,
hoping that
Triple
we
H
we
lets him
get
marinate
something
for
like that.
like 20 years. 20 years from now, we'll finally get Io versus Rhea again. I'm like, whoa, this is like 20 years later, bro. It's crazy.
Well, they two of his favorites, so they're gonna stay. They gonna stay relevant.
Yeah,
That's for sure. That's for sure, man. But AJ Lee came out, cut a promo, man. Basically laying down what seemingly was an open challenge for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. No one came out and responded tonight, much like no one came out and responded to Brock Lesnar last week. So and it's such a long road to WrestleMania with nothing in between that I think they're just gonna, be dragging some stuff out for a little while. There's no need to
no,
rush anything to give them some programs, but we maybe Becky Lynch is gonna be the contender come WrestleMania. But is there any other candidates? Spook, anybody else you think could take on AJ Lee?
Who else left?
Nobody that's been very relevant.
I
I haven't
mean,
seen. I can't remember the last time I seen Roxanne. Lyra
yeah,
just told Bailey to. Lyra's like, "You do it. Why would I want a championship in the WWE?" Like, huh? Okay.
that's the main goal is to, yeah,
Um,
right. She did, kind of say that,
yeah.
but
Lyra's character is starting to bother me. She's getting to that same EO Sky place where they're
mm,
just like
mhm.
in somebody's arms the whole time. And I'm like, man, get away from this. Raquel, Liv told Raquel to do it. Um, I don't know who else is on Raw. We had the Bella Twins reunite like a tag team and haven't seen them since.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm not sure what's going on.
they doing a number one contenders match next week. This was
For
something
that
they
one, for that
posted. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This was something they posted like during one of those like Netflix commercials, so you only had the premium to see it. But the match is Lyra, Bailey, Io,
oh
Raquel, Asuka,
yeah, I
and
see.
what's the girl? The one who with American Alpha. Dang it.
is that Zoe Starks?
Yeah, no, not Zoe Stark. The other short powerhouse one. Who when she made her hair long, everybody started going crazy and calling her beautiful. She always used to have like
Oh, I
two
can't.
braids.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't even think of her name
But
right now. The other
Ivy
Zoe
now.
Starks.
Ivy now. But yeah, it's gonna
They're in the
be
number one contenders match for AJ Lee's championship.
Well, it's called
yeah.
the gauntlet match.
Yeah, it's a gauntlet match.
Um, I mean, jeez.
Pass, pass,
So wait a minute. Does that
pass.
guarantee
Pass.
they're not using Becky? You didn't say Becky, right?
Mm-mm.
I mean, Becky got a couple more weeks. She probably finna chill for a couple weeks.
I
Let
mean, WrestleMania not till April second
But if you
weekend,
already got
third
a number
weekend.
one, so the number one contender is not necessarily WrestleMania. It's just another
no,
pay
they
per
Nah,
view.
just got. She wanna make it like she's this. She want to fight. She want to fight any and
yeah, I
everybody.
mean they can
Okay, okay,
fight
okay.
the
That makes
week
sense. Okay, okay,
after. Yeah, yeah, they fighting champion. The week after,
okay,
whatever.
okay. Well, that makes sense. She'll get like a
Even if
lightweight person that she can probably.
you run Becky and her back at WrestleMania, I still feel like she's gonna be Becky.
I don't know if AJ Lee wants to continue wrestling this
Yeah,
much.
I don't know,
That
but
would be the only.
and here's something crazy. Like it sucks because not Raquel. God, why did I say Raquel? Roxanne is hurt because that would be the WrestleMania match. Roxanne,
Mm.
AJ Lee, Roxanne winning, like that would be it. And I know she wants to face Roxanne, so she's gonna drag out her career for as long as possible to face Roxanne. But what if they fight her and Becky? She wins. Raw after WrestleMania. AJ Lee comes out. Now this is just me being dumb. Another returning superstar. What if Paige comes back and challenges AJ Lee for the title?
After what she
At this
did,
point, they can use a page.
I
after
mean,
what
I
granted, I
she
mean,
know,
did,
I don't
whew,
know, like, because when Paige left, I feel like it wasn't like a door closed. It was like, hey, I'm gonna prove to y'all I can still wrestle that my neck isn't really messed up. So I'm gonna go here. That's why she left because she
Paige
wanted to
had
still
a
wrestle.
very unflattering run at AEW
But it's
when
not
she
her
did that.
fault because AEW is like a place where if you're not really like, because they kind of let them do their own thing, and then she had her run before Brian Danielson took over as like a creative second that actually gave like some decent stories. And so still stories kind of suck though. But it's not really so I don't know. I don't know. I
Yeah,
guess we'll
we
have to
got to
see.
see, man.
That's just me being like,
I
hey,
hope. I'm glad they get it out the way though, so that we could get those doors open. Whether it's Becky, whether it's a surprise, because those women you mentioned, like the only one they really been kind of like somewhat getting behind is Raquel.
Raquel.
Yeah, so I could see her winning, and she's a heel, so I could see her winning, getting that match, and probably still losing to AJ or something like that. I could kind of see that because she probably won't be the WrestleMania unless they're really ready to pull the trigger on Raquel, which I just don't
Well,
know if they are
if they do it at WrestleMania, it'll be a triple threat match, man.
with Becky involved.
Yeah, like if Raquel wins the gauntlet, and let's say they have their match, Becky comes out and makes it a no, like, DQ. That can
Mhm.
play. I mean, it's ways to make it to a triple threat so Raquel get her WrestleMania moment because they've been high on her like all year. Feel like all wrestling season.
Yeah, they definitely been pretty big on
So, and
Raquel
usually when
lately.
they do
So
that, somebody's getting a WrestleMania moment.
yeah, I mean, if it wasn't AJ Lee, I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't know if they're gonna
Yeah,
take her momentum like that.
yeah, that's why like putting the title on her. I feel like she's gonna lose it to like either someone that's returning. I don't think she's gonna lose it because Roxanne is hurt, so it's not gonna be her. Could she put over Raquel? Yeah, but it's just like I don't know.
Yeah, but who's gonna carry who in that match? Because that's gonna be it might be a little rough.
Yeah. So, but if you have Bailey win, and then you can continue the story with Bailey and Lyra, and then they can have a match at WrestleMania, and we can finally be done with that.
Mm, yeah,
Yes.
I wish they Lyra had the momentum because it would make it easier to do something, man. But
Yeah.
her momentum has got really stagnant
I just
as of
want
late.
like I want Oscar to lose, but I want it to be because of like Kyrie Zane, so we can finally get that match at WrestleMania.
Mhm.
Because that's gonna be a crazy one. And they gonna do that stardom. They gonna do some stiff
Mhm.
shots and they love each other in real life, so it's gonna be amazing. And it's gonna be the hardest hitting women's match we've seen. Like they gonna do some stiff stuff. Like, oh damn, she really slapped the hell out of her. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes, that's on the way. Another I want to say another thing we got that is actually on the way. The El Grandes came face to face. One just started talking like a pure white guy, and the other was full Spanish. It was a little odd, but they have something coming up on March 14th. I think that might be a AAA. Is that a
yeah, it
AAA event?
is. Yeah.
Okay, so they going at it there. It's not mass versus mass, as at least I didn't interpret it as that. It probably is going to be a situation where the OG loses with some help from Rayo and Brio in order to keep this thing going and maybe set up something for later. But it had to come to a head at some point, man. It had to come to a head at some point, and this one led to the OG El Grande Americano versus Rayo. That is the one in red for anyone who is unaware of which one is Rayo and Brio. Red and blue, so they're like a Ken and Ryu type of situation going on. I mean, this was the match was okay. I really wasn't into it. Really wasn't that moved by this particular match, but uh it ended with El Grande Americano, the original one, pulling off the victory, even with some hijinks from the outside. I think we gotta quickly get to the El Grandes going at it. I don't think they're trying to drag it, and I understand that maybe they're setting it up for WrestleMania. They're trying to drag it, but I'm just not gonna be interested in nothing without them two actually going at it. You know what I'm saying at this point, man. But what you
I
thought
mean, that's
about this, Spook, man?
no. I mean, you're right. What you were saying, man. I mean, that's the end all, man. And we just need to go ahead. I mean, they're both there now. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
let's just go ahead and get it over with, man. I mean, you still can try to run something back with them at WrestleMania, but like you said, everybody want to see who is who or what is what, or something. Them two going at a period. You know what I'm saying? But the match overall, though, I mean, like I said, it was okay. Nothing amazing, nothing crazy, nothing. What we I like the little fact that he was trying to pull the mask off to try to reveal one of those one of the henchmen. But that was really it, man. It was a okay match.
What you thought about this one, Stan? Man, you think they could drag it out successfully, or it's gonna be dry until we get to the two big dogs?
They gonna try to drag it out. They gonna
Hmm.
try. If I know WWE, they gonna try to drag it out for one more month.
Mm-hmm.
Cause it's only because WrestleMania usually have like both days will be like 7 matches, so they gonna find a way to drag it out.
Hmm. Yeah, man. So we're in for a ride with this one, man. Hopefully, the payoff is good enough to justify them putting us through this, man. After this, we had a fight. We had a fight, not a match, with Oba Femi being called out by Rusev. Oba came and answered the challenge. They went at it. He ended up getting the better of Oba. What you think about this one, Stan? Man, how many weeks are we gonna get of Oba and Rusev going at it? Because
I don't know,
they
but
here now.
I need that one, man.
Well, we thought Rusev might be one of the ones, one of the first opponents for Oba. He was definitely on the list of somebody who could be one of those guys to really kickstart him here on the main roster. They're real high on Oba Femi. I don't quite see it yet. I don't know if it's the entrance, if it's the accent. I don't quite see it yet, but he's still new. It's still early. I'm not gonna put him in the main event of anything just yet. But being out there with Rusev, we saw just a glimpse of what that could look like. So this definitely could be a good one in the future, man. What you thought about this one, Swoop, man, with Obafemi and Rusev, man, just basically going out there and fighting, man.
I mean, it's a good little program, man. I don't know how long it's gonna last. Like I said, I don't know if it's gonna make it to WrestleMania or anything like that. I mean, it's a good look go for a couple weeks. I don't know how long they could push it out. It seems like they're starting a lot of stuff, a lot of the feuds kind of early. Um, versus I guess trying to wait towards WrestleMania to make them bigger than what they're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So this feud to be maybe what a couple weeks at the most. I feel maybe 3 weeks.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
if you really want to bring them out, you know what I'm saying? WrestleMania will really be the platform that really showcases. He showcases talent already, but to really put him on the map, you know what I'm saying? For everybody to really know who he is at that point.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely gonna be a good watch for sure, man. Just see how long it rolls out. But we
Hmm.
had Jimmy Uso defending his brother's honor against Austin Theory. I'm not sure if this is the first time I heard this music from Austin Theory, but he came out there, man. This match kind of broke down really, really quickly. People got involved ASAP with this one. And Logan Paul out there, Jay Uso showed up. The Jay Uso thing, man, you can just tell they needed to figure out something with the injury to Bronson Reed. So they took him out at one point, said he got jumped in the back. Then they replaced him in the match with then they set up another match, and then Logan Paul ended up winning that match and qualifying for the chamber. And now we get to Monday Night Raw, and Jay Uso comes out with crutches. I don't know if he came from under the ring with crutches, but it normally someone comes out with crutches, they're hobbling first, and then maybe they show you that they're not really hurt. He just came out with crutches and just started swinging on. Like I was like, what is happening? Like they just was like, we just need to hurry up and get past the fact that he was never really hurt. Like just they didn't even try to continue to. He just had crutches for no reason. He could have came from wherever he came from with a chair, but he came out with the crutches. And they just went at it, man. They got the better of the division in this one. The tag champs are back in position to do whatever it is that they're gonna do. They're gonna need some opponents soon. What you think about the Usos, man, and how this segment went down, and what's the cards holding for the Usos, man? Is it just Austin Theory and Logan Paul, or Are they gonna pivot prior to WrestleMania?
I mean, it's just gonna be them for right now, I guess, man. Until we that's just what it's gonna be.
Yeah, yeah. That's all I can say. I mean, they ain't even
Oh man,
showcased any other tag teams as of lately.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-mm.
they never do. We've been struggling to get some quality tag teams, and the best tag team of the last several years was just split up because Jimmy was not traveling overseas at one point, and then we had to fake an injury with Jay, so they really haven't been having many matches being together that much. So it's kind of been a very questionable run, but it's best for those guys because without that, it'd be hard to stay on TV at this point. Not necessarily for Jay, but he's not gonna get that singles push. I don't know that he's gonna be main event Jay again. So got a little ways to go, man. Our main event match of the evening, and boy, I didn't see this one coming. Dominic Mysterio versus Penta for the Intercontinental Championship. I like to avoid the online so I don't get influenced and kind of I don't know what they were saying leading up to this one. I didn't know this was a match until the show started because I just avoided everything. But these guys had a match, man, and normally Dominic Mysterio has been getting the better of Penta in most of these matches. But Penta was featured on Unreal, a very heavy feature on Unreal. Unreal only got like 4 episodes, 5 episodes. So if somebody is featured, it tells you what they think of that person and how they feel about that person.
Yeah.
And the trajectory of them. So when I saw that, I knew they still believed in Penta and that he might be um doing something excuse me, doing something big in the future. I just didn't know that it would come this way and right now. So no hijinks from the outside. Nobody really got involved. G was told not to get involved by Finn Balor, who he felt was told y'all shouldn't get involved by Dominic Mysterio. And Penta ended up pulling off the victory, man. He is the new Intercontinental Champion and ready to start his reign. We knew a year ago he debuted. A year and a couple of months ago he debuted. So he was definitely high on their list from that point, got his unreal moment, and now he's the Intercontinental Championship. Stan, man, what you think this means for Penta?
Um, I mean, I know they're high on him. I like Penta though. I feel like it's gonna be the first of of many for him. He's gonna have a good run here in WWE because he can do a lot. And yeah, I mean it's gonna be good. And I kind of knew that Don was losing after he got cursed by good old Dan Housen. Man, I knew it was coming, man.
mm, mm, mm.
When he put the curse on him, it's over with.
Yeah, man, he already started the comedy gimmick backstage. Um, Spook, man, what you think? What you think this means for Dominic, though?
I don't know, man. It's wasn't a good look for him, man. Dunn had a good little run, man. And like Stan said, man, he threw that curse on him. I mean, if I was dumb at that point, I would have just went back. You know, I wouldn't have went out there at that point. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even though it's part of the storyline, but I'm hey, I'm not losing my belt tonight just like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go back in the back and chill. You know, y'all can interject and put somebody else out there real quick, and yeah, I wouldn't win if I was dumb. But it's somebody else time, man. Penta finna look good for a good little minute, man, and hopefully they give him some good
Yeah,
opponents.
Dominic losing his championship, one of them anyway. Finn Balor losing his match. JD never had a match. We haven't seen Roxanne, and Liv is encouraging Raquel to go after the Intercontinental Women's Championship while she's going after Stephanie Verker's championship, the Raw Women's Championship. I always, every few months, I always say, yep, this is it for Judgment Day. They're on their way out. And then the WWE is like, no, we're just going to keep it going. Don't worry about it. It don't really have to make sense. They're just falling apart. Not worse than the Vision. The Vision, guys were missing. So, but this is going on so long. Roxanne's the only one actually out right now, but everybody else in it is it's a world divided, man. I'm not sure what they have to only be cooking up Dominic and Finn. I mean, Stan, you see anything other than that they really cooking up?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's gonna be it. That's gonna be the one.
So if
It.
Dominic doesn't get his rematch, which I don't know if that's going to play out, um, who you got as Pence's first opponent, man? Who needs that shot?
I mean, I feel like Dom might get his rematch, but if not, I don't know. Like,
You got
I
the
don't
Vision
know.
guys, and they need a championship over there.
Nah,
Make
I
them a
feel
little
like
bit
they're
more
gonna be
relevant.
busy with Seth and the Usos and stuff like that.
It's an
Um,
opportunity. If Dom gets into it with Finn, it's an opportunity to get your boy Dragon Lee in the title picture.
yeah, that's true. But
It's
he
something to
did
do.
say he was gonna give kind of saying he was gonna give the original El Grande Americano a title shot. So we'll see.
There's that. But he may be busy with the Imposter El Grande Americano.
But then
So not
he can
sure.
come in and like cost him the match. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Who you like to see Penta against, Spook, man, for that Intercontinental Championship?
Who's left?
Yeah, I know, right?
Uh,
I can't
uh,
really think of anybody like uh,
it's not many of the guys in singles
well, I mean,
competition outside.
I could say what about Javon? I mean, I know he's still new in the game, but I mean that's about the best person right now that can kind of that'll have a good match with Penta. Both of them can fly. You know what I'm saying? Both of them, do the jumping all over the ring. I mean, that's about
Mm-hmm.
unless they're gonna have somebody from SmackDown, come over and challenge him or something of that nature. I mean, I guess LA Knight maybe. I mean, he could
Mm-hmm.
possibly be one. Um,
Yeah.
but you
That is
just said
out there.
out of
That
your
is
boy
out
losing, so they're not gonna let Penta lose just that quick.
What if he do an open challenge and Ray Phoenix accepted, say?
I mean, that would be a great match, but they're not gonna do that, man. That makes too much. That'd be too fun.
Brother against brother.
They wouldn't
Woo.
they wouldn't make you that happy.
I mean,
They
it would be a great
refuse.
match for me because
They'd
those
be
two
too
can go,
happy.
but they
Yeah,
wouldn't do
man.
that.
Yeah, Penta. I like Penta. I mean, it creates a new opportunity. So Penta's definitely a favorite. He's somebody that people like and enjoy, man, and they've been featuring him. So he just had came back not too long ago from a small injury he had. So they got to create some stars, man. They got to elevate some people, man, so that when these injuries that seem to be inevitable happen, you got somebody that can step up to the forefront, man. So we're gonna see what happens there with Penta, man. But congrats to the new champ. The main event of the evening was Roman Reigns and CM Punk's promo at the end of the night. Roman Reigns has called out CM Punk since winning the Royal Rumble and called him out pretty quickly. CM Punk just needed to get through the hurdle um, that was Finn Balor, which he successfully did, officially setting up what right now I believe is night two, the big main event for WrestleMania. I'm not sure what could possibly change that, but these guys went out there, cut some promos against each other, man. Um, Roman held his own, man. He stood his ground in this one. Uh, CM Punk is a tough one to get. He's a tough one to get, man. Unfortunately, he just knows what he's doing on the microphone, and it's not going to be easy to get one on him. But Roman Reigns held his ground there, man. He presented himself like the tribal chief. What you thought about them closing out the show this way, Spook?
Well, I mean, they definitely had to bring out the big dogs, man, and keep trying to hype this thing up for WrestleMania. Yeah, man, they was going blow for blow, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, CM Punk, like you say, he can. You know, he got a good wordplay. You know what I'm saying? Roman has some good little points in there, man. But I think overall the night was given to CM Punk. You know what I'm saying? He definitely, he had the wordplay, man. He got the Roman a little bit. So it's big talk, man.
Yeah.
Big talk.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to these guys. A nice one on. We don't get a lot of good classic, just big dogs at the top one-on-one matches, man. So I just like that. I don't want to see the triple threats, fatal four-way, five-way, Texas tornadoes. I just give me a one-on-one match between the best and the best, man. Let's do it, man. What you thought about this one, Stan? And did it get you more excited for WrestleMania, or what you like? What you thinking on this one?
Oh yeah, I mean they gonna cook up regardless, man. Them two on the mic, and then we can't tell if they genuinely hate each other or not. It's beautiful. Like they gonna do what they gotta do.
Hmm. Yeah, man, we looking forward to it, man. You think any match is gonna be able to be night two main event over this one?
I don't know, man. I don't think so.
Yeah, I think this
I
might be
honestly
the,
don't
the,
think
the
so.
top of the top.
Yeah.
This might be the top of the top. I like the idea of Randy and Cody at least having a one-on-one match, but it's so muddy over there. I don't know if it's gonna happen. And it kind of seems like once they have their one-on-one match, whoever the night two person is, they use the other championship as like the fatal four-way, the triple threat. Like they just kind of throw that one, as a multi-person type of match anyway. It's
Yeah.
it's rare that we get two singles matches for the big titles. So at WrestleMania. So we might expect Drew, Cody, Jacob, Randy Orton, all to be in the mix at some point with that championship over there and kind of see how it plays out. But we could pretty much pencil those guys into WrestleMania in somehow, some way, man. Um, but that was Monday Night Raw, man. What you got an MVP tonight, Stan, man? Who you got, man? Anybody stood out, man? Like anybody?
Penta, man. Shout out Penta. Winning his
Ah,
first.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's an easy grab right there. What you got, Spook, man? Anybody to you, man?
Yeah, I got Finn. Um,
Ben Balor?
yeah, man. He was definitely not trying to help my boy Dom, man. Like that was really
Okay,
selfish and
okay.
rude of him,
All
man. I
right.
didn't I
Different.
didn't really appreciate him. And then he shoved JD. You know what I mean? He's pissed, man. He's really pissed right now, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what Finn is on right now, man. Y'all better watch out for that boy, man. He may go on the
Yeah, man.
spree.
Yeah.
He might need to beat Penta and get that championship and bring it back to Judgment Day, man. He might need to be the guy, man. If Penta could
Maybe.
hold it for a few weeks and then rub it into Dominic's face that he brought it back, got the job
Mm-hmm.
done,
Mm-hmm.
something like that,
Mm-hmm.
man. And then have the WrestleMania moment, with those. So WWE, you
He
can thank me later. I just go to you. Um, I like Penta too tonight, man. Yeah, it's kind of hard to go against Penta, man. He did his thing tonight, winning that championship. I didn't see it coming. I try so hard to avoid the online spoilers and stuff, man, because they just be knowing too much sometimes, man. It's just like, my goodness, man. They just be knowing what the match is about to be and who's gonna win and what's gonna happen after the match. It's like, come on, man. Let me watch the show, man. Y'all
yeah.
just telling me every single thing, man. It's just be so much. So I didn't know they was fighting. I didn't have the lineup in front of me ahead of time. So shout out to Penta, man. I like Penta tonight. Hopefully he can keep this momentum going, man. But if he lose, make it count, man. But we will be right back here next week. WWE Monday Night Raw post show, the Wrestle for Real podcast. You know how we do it each and every Monday. So please, if you have not already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, definitely share it. Catch us on iHeart, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. Appreciate you jumping on tonight, Spook. Stan, appreciate you jumping on. Until next week, man. We'll catch up with y'all.